Hopefully I find my way home soon and the watch will last so I can actually prove it. Right, onwards and homewards. Hi, I'm Chris. Another week and it all starts again. It might be grey and miserable, but I thought it's a nice place to start with Arundel Castle behind me. So today we're doing something a bit different and we're going to shake it up a little bit this week because one, I've got my trail shoes on and I thought I'd get myself up past the castle, and there's just trails and leads on to the South Downs Way. Probably won't get that far, but at least we get to go on the trails. Feel fortunate to live in this area. It's about 2 miles here as we get some hills, trails, or I can go the other way, which is about 2 miles, and we get to Littlehampton and get to run by the sea. Well, one question I want to ask. You know, when you try finding your running clothes and I can't find anything, what is it? Is it the same as the sock thieves when you can't find that other sock? Maybe there's a new running one living in my house. So how am I going to mix it up today? Well, on the trails today, from looking at my plan, I've got the time at the moment. I like to get some early miles on the board, so I'm going to do a half marathon today up on the trails, and it's just nice to start the week because, you know, when you're doing these constant 40-mile weeks, you look at it on a Monday morning or a Tuesday, whenever you start, and it's back to zero and you have to start all over again. So it's just nice to get some miles on the board for confidence. Right, I'm going to go on my run and I will speak to you when I get back. Right, so I just run around the back of Arundel. I thought I'd show you this. So I've never used the castle. I think it was built for the Duchess just to entertain. It's amazing how the other half lived. Not sure where I'm going to go, but I want to end up over here somewhere. But I've seen a bridle path over there, so I think that's the best start, isn't it? Right, let's get going. Look at that for a view. So we got the lake just on the bottom here that runs all the way to Arundel Castle. It's over there, and I think the South Downs Way is kind of way over there, so probably won't get that far, but that's what makes running worthwhile, isn't it? Just seeing views like this. Pretty much got it all to myself, apart from the dog walker way down there. Right, I need to stop chatting because otherwise I'm never going to get any miles done, am I? Right, onwards and upwards. I'm not very good at this trail stuff. Obviously it doesn't help when the signs are broken, so I have a choice. That way, or that way. So I think I'm going to go for that nice steep bit up there and see what we can see up there and see what all them birds are up to. Right, let's get ourselves to the top. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood today. Nearly. And again, just shows how good these wild old sixes are. Not. Do you know what? I think that would have been the better option. Definitely going to nip on my arse if I continue running up here, so let's just walk up here. Right, I decided on this run, it's definitely going to be an out and back, because as you might be able to see, my battery's down to a quarter, so as long as I go, you know, about 7 miles out, I know I'm going to do 14. So I think that's the most sensible thing, because I need to kind of prove, or do I need to prove? I don't need to prove it to anyone, do I? But you know what they say, if it's not on Strava, it doesn't count. And hopefully you're not getting too wet. Right, onwards and upwards. So this is why I don't do trails. One, because I don't work at my route, and two, I don't stick to the plan. It's supposed to be an out and back. Went out, went over that hill down by the river. River was flooded across the path, so I managed to get past and nearly fell in twice. So I thought, can't go back that way, so I ended up falling in the river. So I found my own way back, completely lost, ended up just running down some lane. Luckily saw a sign saying Arundel 5 miles, so I know Arundel's kind of that sort of way. We're over there somewhere. Trying to see if I could see the castle, but I thought maybe I could cut across some farmland, but I think I'm gonna have to go back to this main road along here and just run by the side, because it must be a good 3-4 miles away. But the only thing I'm really worried about is I think my watch is going to run out, so then I can't prove how far I've run. What's runner's like? So I'm on at 8.5 miles at the moment. I think back to Arundel's got to be 13 plus, so I have to go back to the road, because I don't think running cross country is really going to help. So hopefully I'll find my way home soon and the watch will last, so I can actually prove it. Right, onwards and homewards. So that sign is more than welcome. As I say, I don't mind a bit of wind, but it's been drizzling now for the past, I don't know, 3/4 of an hour, and I was in a good mood, but now that puts a kind of dampener on things, excuse the pun. Right, I think only about 3 miles to go. Happy days. So just around the corner from my house, thought I had stopped because I've been playing Russian roulette on my watch. There's a quarter battery life, probably about an hour ago. So my 235 Garmin has lasted. I thought I've got to save it because I don't want to lose it. So I ended up at 2 hours 20 minutes, 14.5 miles at 9:40 pace. So pleased with that. As I said before, was in a good mood, but clearly not now, so I'm drenched through. Right, so the rest of the week, one end on a 40-mile week, probably going to get soaked by this lorry. No, not too bad at the time. Yeah, so I want to end on a 40-mile week again, and then maybe take all the 2 weeks out depending on how I feel. Tomorrow I was on my strength training, but my daughter's back at college and she's only there for an hour and a half, so normally I would come home, but it's not worth it. So maybe getting a run there. But honestly at the moment, can't even think about running because I am so cold.